We got footage, different angles, and it was quite something. Looking at Stanley Wabali almost getting a very damaging injury rather in that moment. He slipped and was almost going from bad to worse. But then, of course, they are working on him. And yes, the confirmation was right there. We saw pictures out there on social media from Stanley Wabali himself posting and saying, he thanks God for the the treatment is getting, and of course being able to rise to the occasion right there. Thankful that it's not injury that has gotten as bad as we first feared. But definitely it is one that will keep our keen eyes on to see what happens in the next couple of days, because we do need all hands on deck, all legs fit and proper for the challenge that is ahead of us. So we need everybody pulling all the strings, our best legs, everybody showing their very best efforts out there to ensure that we get something going right there at the African Cup of Nations, because hey, let's do it again. And of course we are trying to see if we can cheer them on to victory for the fourth time in history in Nigeria, hoping to get something out there. All right, let's tell the Ugandans something right here. Let's pass a message to them. Then go hear them now. They guys hear them today. Yes, they have to hear what we have to say right there. We've set the prayers, we have kicked the balls, we have trained hard, and yes, we want to go really hard in this game. And I'm sure that a lot of people want to see the Super Eagles of Nigeria get the victory. That is what we're opening the phone lines for you all to get in. And of course, join us in the conversations right here, 070-5555-1985. The last time we opened the phone lines, what did you get the winner? Did we? We need you to call in again. Kile Balabi, Haruna, all of you, please call in. Let's get your thoughts out there ahead of that particular game. But then, of course, there is actually some more from the presser. And, some people might just want to listen in on, what we have from the presser. Let's take a bite again into the pre-game presser, and of course give you some more of the details right there coming from the likes of Wilfred Ndidi, what he's saying, and then of course we get to the phone lines and get predictions out there.
Welcome to Play Stadium also. Tomorrow is your third game. Can you tell us how is the atmosphere, how is the spirit of the team?
Good morning, everyone. The atmosphere in the team is really good. The confidence from the last game, everyone is excited, but the game is gone. So the focus right now is on the next game.
This is not a competition for 11 starts or 11 players. So everybody deserves to have a change, to show something, because sometimes the guy who only played just 5 minutes in the AFCON or in a tournament can bring the victory, who can make the last goal, who can score the last goal. So this is a question about the management. This is not a question about the lack of respect about the tournament. For me, I want to put the best team at this moment. And for sure, I want to win. The player wants to win. Everybody wants to win this game. But like I said at my first press conference, the first game is for the intensity and aggressivity. The second game is for the tactical choice. And the third game for the mathematics. So we don't need to do some mathematics. We just need to try to project us on the next round, but we want to win.
The goal was I'm very happy for the goal. It was my first goal after so many years, and talking about the celebration came in memory of my dad. Like, I just remembered growing up how my dad was talking about Kanu and all. So and I also wear number 4. So when I scored the goal, it just came in my head to do that celebration because I saw the video, So that was all that was what came to my head at that time. But when you talk about goals, and I have to score first to celebrate, so I can't talk about the next celebration without getting the goal first.
When I was the coach of the Mali, it was very difficult because it was my country, and I had a lot of pressure. And when I took this job for the Super Eagles, I entered in the force another level. At every moment in the day, I feel the pressure. I feel the expectation of this country. I feel the expectation of the player. And for me, it's I don't know if after this team, to coach this team, I don't know if I will feel something like that.
So once again, happy birthday to him. I wish a lot of goals for my striker, my favorite striker. For me, the best striker in the world. So no, I think that you feel good. He's focused. He's very focused, and I hope this outcome will be a great outcome for him.
Well, of course, that last bite was more about being happy for Victor Osimhen, who actually celebrated his birthday yesterday, and of course we are happy for him. We wish him all the very best out there today. Maybe a go to celebrate. But definitely, we are very much happy about what we have gotten so far. And yes, we believe that there will be more from the Super Eagles of Nigeria, talking about the African Cup of Nations. Well, of course, it's quite something. But I have to remind you again, the games going through Group C, 5 p.m. Nigerian time today. We have Nigeria up against Uganda, and boy, it's gonna be something rather a cracker for game, I'll tell ya. And of course, Tanzania, are going to be out there locking arms with Tunisia. I will see how that one turns out between these two. All right, as a matter of fact, let's switch and play. And get you fully into the African Cup of Nations. Well, of course, right here in Morocco, we'll be looking at Benin Republic against Senegal. That will be a fixture slated for 8 p.m. Botswana locking hands with DR Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo. I want to win this one and improve their chances. Right there, Benin have gotten the win, and of course, Congo have also gotten the win. Senegal have actually, shown excellence right there, talking about the African Cup of Nations. But then Botswana will be hoping that they can do something magical out there. Well, yesterday we thought Mali would get the victory. Well, of course, the Malians, they got a red card. Amadou Haidara, just about 18 minutes after coming on as a substitute, he got himself sent off for an early bat. But then Comoros, showing excellent stuff this tournament, were able to hold on to a goalless draw right there against Mali. And yes, he was host Morocco, who won by 3-0 against Zambia. Well, that striker, El Kabi, again doing magic, and of course, Hakimi returning to the pitch as the hosts breeze into the last 16 with that victory. Diaz scored, right in the midst of the El Kabi goals. And it was quite something looking at, the magic that Hayub El Kabi performs and controls right there in front of goal. In Group B, we also saw some action. Angola fast, bleed entering space right there. And of course, looking at them going through with them blistering space, right there against the Egyptians. You almost thought they would get the win, but then the likes of Freddie and Co could not conjure that goal that could actually send them through out there. Well, Egypt rested players like Salah or Mamouche were not in there. Instead, we saw the likes of Azizo and Co. But then, of course, you talk about the players from Angola, especially Hugo Marquez, Maestro, all of them showing something beautiful right there. Show coming in to try and conjure something. Girls in Dala, Manuel Benson also trying to pull something through, and he was crazy actually looking at the substitutions and what they were looking to bet right there, the Angolans. But then, of course, you look at how it's been so far. And Angola are hoping that they qualify as one of the best third place teams out there. Well, in case you didn't know, there is that ranking, and yes, something. But then, of course, South Africa were quite the game. Beauty of goals scored in there. Zimbabwe, something going for them. We saw Maswanise, who scored first. What a beauty of a strike that was after maneuvering his way between a sea of legs of defenders. But then, of course, they were able to, put fear in the hearts of the South Africans. After we saw Maremi score, we also saw, Forster score like Forster. But then there was a 73rd minute own goal from Modiba that gave them, something right there. They kept trying to pull the plug. But then South Africa got a penalty late in the game. In the 82nd minute, it was a police who actually scored in there to ensure that things went their way. And so, looking at what we have out there, you would say it's quite interesting. Looking at the table, well, let's look at the ranking of the best third place teams as at present, just so you have an inkling of what is up. At the top spot is Benin Republic, who have played just 2 games. They are playing their third today, and they have 3 points. 3 points as well for Mozambique. They do something today, and they might just be out of these rankings out here. Just might be something different for them. The same with Benin Republic, as well as Sudan, who are also yet to play. They have 3 points as well. That's the top 3. And you talk about what they could conjure. If they can get something today, maybe they will not be in these rankings, and it is other teams who will drop into these rankings. But then, of course, Angola is 4th right now. They will be hoping that things continue to go their way. Well, they have 2 points after 3 matches and a -1 goal difference. Comoros are after the same number of points after 3 matches, but a -2 goal difference. They are 5th. And in 6th is Tanzania, who are yet to play. They were playing against Tunisia today anyways, and they have a -1 goal difference and just 1 point. Yes, that draw that they had with Uganda. Well, that's it for the African Cup of Nations. Talking about what we have gotten so far. The groups are very much alive, and yes, everybody waiting to see our GC will be in the round of games today. Remember, Nigeria are up against Uganda, who are bottom of the group. Tunisia and Tanzania will be slugging it out right there at the same time, 5 p.m. In Group D, Senegal are top. DR Congo also right behind them. Goal difference actually separating them, first and second. Senegal have 4 points. DR Congo have 4 points. And we have Benin with 3 points. I told you earlier on, Botswana yet to actually get any point on board. In Group E, Algeria top with 6 points. And in second spot is Burkina Faso. In third is Sudan. And at the bottom is Equatorial Guinea, who have 0 points as we speak. In Group F, Ivory Coast top with 4. Cameroon top are also right behind them with 4. Actually, they are joint top. The goal difference is the same. Everything looks the same right there. Maybe to the next game will be the difference out there for each and every one of them. But it is what it is right there. And I told you already about the best top place teams right there. So talking about the top scorer is Ayub El Kabi, who has scored 3. There's also been 3 goals right there for Brahim Diaz. Riyad Mahrez has also scored 3 as well. Ademola Lookman has 2. Hamad Diallo 2. Elias Achori of Tunisia has 2. Lyle Foster 2 for South Africa. Nicholas Jackson 2 as well. Lassine Sinayoko also has 2. He's got 1 penalty in that run. Mohamed Salah of Egypt has scored 2 as well. And so it's quite something looking at that run. And what we have, well, top assist, well, Azzedine Onai of Morocco is there with 2. Ademola Lookman with 2 as well as Tunisian Animal Medri in the top 3. If you're talking about goals plus assists, Lookman tops the table with 4 contributions, goal contributions. Lyle Foster with 4 as well. Brahim Diaz with 3. And of course, you talk about everything out there, and the runs are looking good. We just hope that Nigeria, actually gets everything going right there today, and we get to win. That's how it is right there, talking about the African Cup of Nations. Well, clean sheets, look at Zidane of Algeria, tops with 2. Yassine Bonu also with 2. Yannick Pando of Comoros also has 2. So just so you understand how this particular tournament has been. And of course, we talk about the stats. Well, good stats right there. Nigeria, topping the goals per match ratio, and it might just be something. Talking about goals considered per match, well, the best team with less goals considered is actually Algeria, who have 2 clean sheets, and of course, it's just quite something. Anyway, so just maybe, we get something happening for all the things that we throw at our players. When they say accurate crosses per match, Nigeria tops the list and is by a long distance, ahead of the other teams. So maybe I just want to hold up on that. I'm not saying, do not talk, but I mean, maybe I just, hold up on that, all of that. But then, let's switch away from here and talk about action as it continues later on today, elsewhere, because there's a beauty, out there all over in action today. But then let's remind you that yesterday in the Italian Serie A, Roma got a 3-1 victory. Yes, Sola, Kone, so does Ferguson scored. Yes, and of course, it was a respite. Just some bit of a glimmer of hope right there for Genoa as Ekato scored in the 87th minute. But then, today, we have more action staring us in the face. And of course, it looks like there will be so much more happening right there, talking about what the boys will be looking to bring. So, yeah, locking on with it, we have action in the Premier League. Burnley, the 8:30 against Newcastle United. Chelsea, well, they will be looking to defeat the Cherries. That's talking about Bournemouth. We also have Nottingham Forest locking on with Everton. We'll talk about Nottingham Forest not too long from now. West Ham United at the same time, we're playing against Brighton and Hove Albion. And yes, Arsenal at 9:15 p.m. Nigerian time, they will be slugging it out with Mr. Good Evening. Yeah, Unai Emery's Aston Villa. Yeah, crazy games. Manchester United have a date with Wolverhampton Wanderers. We'll talk about them right about now, because there's some bits of